Alright, happy Monday. Good morning. It's August 24th, 2026. Just taking a fresh look at the markets. We had a big crypto move last week on Bitcoin, so that was kind of the main macro I've been looking at. So possibly today looking for crypto-related small cap stocks. But not too many other ideas. It was pretty quiet to close the week out, so nothing extremely exciting. Just to go over the notes from Friday real quick, we had a U.S. asset financial stock run on sort of a day two, crypto related, with a 12 cat, and it had an after hours move and a clean open bounce from $4.46 to $5.87, and a slow pull to another run around 7:43 a.m. And then the next sort of highlight was a Singapore software tech stock that had a pre-market squeeze, good pre-market structure, some volatility. Some volatility pre-market. So pulled back 110% from that squeeze, and then did an open dipping up 36 cents, 41 cents. Hovered for a bit till around 8:20 a.m. and then had a squeeze from 39 cents to 58 cents. And then lastly, U.S. biohealthcare with a merger catalyst, pre-market squeeze 74 cents to $1.20. Then open, dip and rip, and a fade throughout the day. So we'll take a look, see what we've got this morning, see if anything's bringing in volume, check out those multi-days, and kind of take it easy. It's Monday. There's some definite shifts in the market, so we'll kind of do maybe some technical trading, see if anything lines up for some singles, and if there's any potential A+ plays. Not really expecting it, but there might be. So yeah, we'll see what we've got today. Not too many news alerts this morning. So pretty quiet. We had one on THH. Something about drones, I think, but no volume. Recent reverse split. But that catalyst. Oh, just that they delivered a drone show. Okay. So, not much from them. It looks like a Japanese reverse split. THH. Just mark that. Okay, so yeah, got a good setup for today. Go through these lists and check. But for now, I'm gonna run down and grab some coffee and be right back. Just gonna pause this. All right, going in. It's 5:57 already. Let's see what we got here. Looks like PLAG is getting some action. I put it on the radar yesterday because it had an after hours move on the 3-month bounce pattern. PLAG is U.S. consumer packaged foods, which has been good this year. Dilution-wise, pretty safe. So I was looking at that 77-cent mark. And it is getting some volume. It looks like under 500K on the bigger bars, so not a crazy amount, but looks like also has a catalyst this morning. I don't really understand what this means. I'm gonna have to look it up. Terminated an agreement. Oh, so they're terminating an ATM. So an at the market offering, they're canceling. They are slightly cash positive, but not by much. So I don't know, but either way, that is a bullish update for small cap. Anything anti-dilution is usually good. So it is Monday. I kind of like that 77-cent just to give it a shot. I don't know if it's going to have follow through today because the week is kind of red on the macros. From what I saw this morning, it looks like Bitcoin climbed, but as for the macros, it's a bit red coming off last week. So I don't know for sure, but it could be just worth a fun shot here. So we'll see how it sets up and what it does today. Potential third day surge on MMA. KNRX. Okay, so yeah, not much there. Howl. So lots of these sub-dollar tickers appearing on the radar. So yeah, this is kind of like a third day. Thing going on, but not bringing in volume pre-market. So maybe I'll look at it later. Okay, going through the first day watch list real quick. So yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how all these bottom bouncers turn out this year, because this year it seemed to have been pretty rough on a lot of them. Just I see them near all-time lows frequently, so I'm curious to see how these start climbing or what actually happens to them. I don't know. I mean, probably won't get delisted. Probably just do a reverse split, actually. But still, I don't know if I've seen this many bottom scrapers all at once. So yeah, speaking of reverse splits, looks like BIAF just did one. So that might be the answer. It's just reverse split and then I don't know, either fade or climb or sustain next. Looks like another reverse split on LIMN. So I can remove that loop. I need to clean this list up. I think SCKT, yeah, we just got a news update on them. Would expand enterprise workplace dining with integrated mobile ordering and self-checkout. Okay. So we'll just mark them. Oh, so it is a 3-month bounce. SCKT. So what I call a 3-month bounce is basically on this chart over here or wherever, but a 3-month, 1-day chart. How they have their first day run, they fade to a bigger support level on a longer term chart, and they usually time their catalysts around the support line for whatever reason. Maybe just because their PR people are smart and know where to do it, where to time it. Not everyone does it, but when it does, and the news catalyst aligns with that support level, typically you get a good push. But for me, I like to see a confirmation play first. So like if this one happens and it runs strong, then I'll know for the next one that I have more conviction on the play, and I typically try to hit plays on the second or third iteration of the play, so as soon as possible. And that comes with experience as well. It usually takes a long time to kind of see the pattern and execute, but the quicker you can see the pattern and execute, it seems the higher your probability goes, rather than hitting like the 10th, 11th, 12th one. So just an idea. And it doesn't always work. Sometimes there's one and that's it. But yeah, just more conviction typically on that second or third one. So Shug P looks like is getting volume pre-market off on a second day, day 2, but after a massive sell-off. So this is Hong Kong. Which I don't really know why it sold off so sharply. So it's kind of a sketchy one. And it did just pour over on Friday. So I don't know. Might just look at it. A surge. All the way up in the 7s. Okay, so there's that. Nothing too exciting. Either. Check Asian sector. BTCT. Looks like some volume on a third day. BTCT is definitely sounds crypto related. Yeah, blockchain technology, China, education, consumer, cash positive. Warrants at 171 or pending. Never mind. So kind of interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Let's check the volume. So almost a mil. So that looks to be a crypto play, which we were just discussing earlier with that run last week on crypto. So I think we're all kind of looking at that crypto sector right now because it did get low. I think that was a good place to buy if you're going to buy Bitcoin. I don't participate in crypto directly, but it seemed to be a good place. It could fake out and crack, but I really don't think it's going to. I thought that 62-ish area would have been a good point. Anyways, moving on. I don't want to get too behind schedule. I keep zoning out. Wait, what? So we're in the weird. TXST, China Waste Management Industrials. Got a big, almost 4 mil bar volume there pre-market. I wasn't necessarily expecting these to be running. I wish I had built a crypto watch list last time crypto was running. I'd have to search and see what my tickers were. So like OFAL here looks like prime for a news alert. And I think I have 3-month bounce on OFAL. Yeah, I already have a thing set up for it. Okay, we already got that one. To me, so far, trend looks like mixed for sure, but maybe crypto. Okay, so that's that 6:15. You check the scan. Let's see what is going on here. Some BTCT on the scan. BTOG, that was one I remember. BTOG. I'm actually gonna just go ahead and create a crypto watch list. I should have already been doing this. But I have a feeling or an idea that could become useful very soon. Although I think it looks like a reverse split though. I mean, let's see, BTOG is vote approved. Yeah, split 821. So potential crypto related reverse split idea early. But looks like it did have a run before the split. So yeah, just keep it on the crypto list and see. Okay, so it's already 619. lots happening this year on the macros. It's been I don't know how other traders are feeling about the market, but it's definitely been shifting. Not a lot of cohesion for me. I mean, there has been, but not like a traditional, like, I don't know how to say it. Chinese bottom bouncer here, UCAR. I think UCAR is Chinese. Let's say like an E vehicle. Yeah, China consumer, EV market. So I think I traded UCAR in the past. I'm surprised it's not on my list. I just realized I could adjust my mic here on the app. So I don't know if that makes my voice louder or what, but anyways. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for the scan. Check this other one. We got X pawn. Wow, blast off on X pawn. U.S. Electrical Equipment Industrials. So recent, or not recent, but somewhat recent reverse split back in July. Secondary push or secondary pump. Or also kind of a 3-month bounce on the reverse split run. I'm just gonna note that for tomorrow. Yeah, so cool to see. Too high to trade. Way too high to trade. What is this? S dot. That's crazy. Big move on X dot. I was trading S dot like back in here. You can see my line. Wow, it pushed to 106. That's insane. $2.63 to $106. And now we're back around $10. I don't know if those prices sound right. Maybe it did a reverse split between now and then. I'm not sure. But still huge runs. Okay, so that's S dot. We got PMI. Sort of a bottom scraper. Lucy. Got a good run on Lucy. What was Lucy? Lucy was U.S. Medical Instruments Healthcare. Yeah, really interesting. Good pre-market structure, huge pre-market volume over $1 mil, almost 2 mil. So that could be one to trade. Definitely could get faked out. Or we already got our support there at 80. Is there one closer to 90? Next area is like $1. So potentially looking in the 80s, but we'll see. How it plays out this morning. So yeah, kind of 82 cent, 84 to 82. And there's a 50% around the 80, 88. You got that higher support there at 90. Huh, interesting. Okay, so we only have 3 minutes. I'm not going fast enough, I think. So, alright, so Lucy, DXST we looked at, OLOX, LGHL, what is INCR? Looks like a reverse split. So that's it. That's our list for the day. I'm just gonna see if I can get familiar, pick out the ones I actually want to trade. I should really watch it though. Should be SCKT, something to watch. Kind of looking at that 77-cent spot. It looks like it gets kind of snappy off of it. So just an idea for Monday. Did this one, did close under 75 cents. So yeah, PLAG, MMA 3rd day surge. I'm not gonna trade. Lucy looked interesting. DXST was what? DXST is China Waste Management. Don't really want to trade that one. BTCT was our crypto related. So potentially strongest sector. Idea. We do have that level around 130. And then one around 140. We got about 40 seconds. BTCT. And that is it. So we'll see how this goes Monday. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, market's open. Pretty low volume compared to some of these other ones here. It's a pretty good pull. Let's get a good bounce off that area. But still looking at that lower support. volume. But still though. They have an offering in progress. There we go. This is BTCT 660. Well, nice run on Lucy. Really nice push. Got a 3 mil volume. I'm possibly looking in the 90s. Okay, so there's some more volume on PLAG. I did get a push there. Didn't quite get to 77 cents. Okay, I kind of bought that a little late. I saw it crack to VWAP. I wanted it lower, so I took some profit right there. Next stop would be like 84 cents. Or even right here. Actually, no, it's a decent little crook. I think it's going to follow through. It feels excited to me, especially with all that volume. And it's crypto, it's new. It feels excited. But those excited stocks can fake out. So potential second entry in the low 80s for me, but it could keep pushing, I don't know. It's a good green line spot right there, but I'm looking at the lower 144 to 142-ish. Just for an extra little discount. Okay, so to get some follow through on Lucy off that VWAP pull. Good 10 cents. Looks like we're also getting that bounce off of BTCT on that green line there. Another good 10-cent push. So a little too patient on that discount, I guess. That green line is usually a good support when they hit those lines there, those moving averages. So yeah, it's kind of over. I mean, maybe not for at least a little single. was kind of looking at that 139. So really clean blue line. Well, yeah, pull. Well, not really clean. I guess it could have went without this chop, but still like a nice early pull, just off the open, and then recovery. So something kind of in here at the 90 cent area, or even potentially a crack through to meet this green line here at the 84 cent support. Or even a double bottom here at this one. It's kind of tough to say without more context. And yeah, Lucy is, I think, a medical device, right? Yeah. So okay, I think I was thinking it was crypto for some reason. This is our crypto one. I don't know why, but I kind of like the double bottom spot here at like 88 cents. Looks like even a double bottom potential at 93. But pretty good follow through bounces here. It's good to see kind of some spring, but that would have been a really beautiful entry kind of right here at that blue line, just off that morning pull. Kind of being bought up in those little areas, so looks like kind of a spot here at 90 again. But sort of into that 88, the double bottom. I don't know, it's kind of tempting. Might just give it a try, maybe. Because it's either that double bottom or the crack through to that lower support line. That's an actual support there. But I feel like that lower spot is asking for a lot at this point with all the buying that's happening. So I'm kind of looking at that 90 cent to that point right there, that 87.8. So yeah, Shukpi is just not looking good. Okay, nice. So gotta push off the green line. Good follow through. Just based on what I've seen so far, I like the market conditions. I like these snappy pulls because that's where I'm tending to focus on these pulls to these support levels, and if they're bouncing off of them sufficiently, I can have more conviction this week. So Lucy, we said Okay, so we got within the area. Still looking for that pull. It's kind of weird having the green line so far down here. But just based on the structure, I like that 88 spot. Wish I had more trades. So if I'd cut here, I could re-enter down here, but I only have one trade left. If it doesn't just recover. Low. But yeah, still looking at that 88. Maybe a 152 here. That's a pretty small range. Still a potential 77 and a push later. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I do like to see these snappy bounces. So just put that as a note for tomorrow, that there are some good moves off these bounces. Even on lower volume like this one. But yeah, it's good to see these really strong green candles with good follow through. And also these second, third, fourth chances. So after that, now I'm kind of forced to look at the lower support. Because that was the move that I was looking for. It just happened a bit higher. So it looks like quite a few reverse splits happening today. I'll have to go over all those in the after hours recap. What's going on with this guy? Okay. So yeah, other than those on the list here, just a short list. There's not really much else. Possibly Lucy. Well, look at that. It's gonna push off 146. I was looking at 144. This is our crypto play. So not a ton of volume. Looks like 500K on that push, and we're like really kind of extended. I think this is like a day 4 or something. But it's a continued excitement. Really nice off that green line. Right off that 50% support. So yeah, really, really nice. Just broke the pre-market high. 182. It could start halting. But amazing. From 146 to $1.96 within, I don't know, like 15 minutes or so. $2 mil volume on that push there. So yeah, this one's still in play, if not more in play after that. So yeah, just ripping through the ones into the twos. 214, 216. We're looking at 170. Yeah, lots of excitement. I forgot the dilution So of course the companies are going to take advantage of the excitement, so it's good to keep in mind where the dilution is. Oh, this is China as well. So it's actually not too bad dilution wise. But these China ones can fake out. They can do this squeeze and then slam. So I'm not going to trade it, but since it is crypto related, keep it in mind for tomorrow. I'll definitely make a case study out of it for the after hours recap. But yeah, just halted. And now that it's in the twos and it closed, where did we close? Oh, still in the ones. So yeah, it's somewhat safe. I mean, halt wise, at least it closed over 75 cents. But yeah, just massive open market squeeze. Shorts are freaking out right now. But pretty cool. So interesting. Yeah, Lucy was kind of the hot one, and now this Bitcoin BTC one could take its place for the top mover today. Lucy continues to get bought up. Really, really good upside moves in small cap right now, and it looks like the macros are all red, so interesting. But small cap, we're getting some pretty good action. This big halt to the upside on BTCT. But yeah, what a beautiful entry here at the 140s. Just right off that moving average. So yeah, big push on Lucy, got a breakout. Of the daily high. Still potential in this zone here. Now that it's higher again. Or even off this like VWAP blue section right here. But we are more towards the backside. For me, so maybe this zone, but just a crack through to a bit lower of a spot potentially. Although that would kind of break the bullish momentum. I don't know. Just the zone. Or potentially just straight off that VWAP. Still halted. BTCT, PLAG. Yeah, extra bounce off that 77 cent. Pretty slow, low volume, but it did push. There's a potential other entry. It's just hard to trade low volume stocks when there's bigger volume things moving. Okay, so hold opened 223. It's pulling. So like a crazy entry would be look in here. Wow, that crazy. So yeah, crypto is definitely in play. This is just ripping. 240. It's gonna halt again. I don't think I've seen something move like that this early in a while. So crypto, yeah, for sure back on the radar. Georgia crypto. And they did have a catalyst as well. Completes a crypto mining site. So yeah, just crypto in general I think is going to be this week's trend. And it could be a trend for a while because I think historically, and I'm not an expert on crypto, but when Bitcoin pushes and it follows through, it keeps going. So good to see. And it's a multi-day. It's pretty amazing. Looks like it could come back down at this point. It's looking like that 94-cent spot right here at the VWAP in the blue. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I haven't seen this in a while. Potential pull to 210. That would just be like a suicide entry with the halting. But just for fun. We'll see what happens. nice continuation on PLAG. So it's looking more like the green line again. I kind of keep shifting if it meets right in here, potentially. Divided by, what is this? All these moving averages curling. So only 180K, sub 200K volume. Here's that crazy 210. So it looks like it's sustaining off the dollar area. It could get another push up to 114. At least 107. Potentially up in here if it breaks out, but interesting chart. So yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anything else setting up, so I'm going to go ahead and close this video down. I'll probably be sitting here for another hour or so, just waiting. So you might not get that one on video, but I'll update in the description if I do take any extra trades. So good day overall. Good to see crypto related running. Lots of volume pouring into crypto, as well as Lucy here, medical devices US. So we'll kind of see after the market closes in the market recap exactly what's going on, what's moving, and identify some trends. Take a look at these technicals, these good bounces, and hopefully line up a couple good trades this week to kind of make up for the small little ones I've been doing. I want to get some good moves like this one this morning. At least a good 10-cent move like that. We'll take a look at these squeezes. That'd also be wonderful to catch. And yeah, even some of these low volume plays, which aren't as fun, but they work. As Brian Shannon says, price pays. So anyways, thank you for watching and have a wonderful rest of the week.